Hey there guys, welcome back to Harman Art TV. So in today's video I'd like to talk about my top 4 NFT artists of 2021. Yeah, if you're new to this channel is about sharing my journey as an artist and my passion for all things art. So you're welcome to join me on this journey. What is NFT art? You know, this is a really hot topic at the moment and it seems to be like trending like wildfire, and even I myself as an artist has kind of started to dabble in this kind of digital space. So at the moment we're just on Twitter, and I've actually set up a new page called Inspirational NFT Artists just to showcase the different artists that are working within this space. So what is NFT art? So imagine I give you an original artwork. It is the only one of its kind existing. There's no way of copying the real physical thing because it belongs entirely to you. You have the certificate of authenticity to prove it. You own it. You have the right to keep it for yourself or sell it on the secondary market. An NFT is a non-fungible token, so it's basically data that is stored on the blockchain, and therefore this NFT digital artwork cannot be copied as the blockchain certifies this. In other words, you have complete ownership of the digital artwork, knowing that it's an original, certified, and cannot be copied. That's the kind of whole basis of NFT artworks. It's like owning original artwork, because this blockchain technology has the abilities of certifying this. Yeah, it uses cryptography to certify data that's on there. So that basically means that it's very hard for people to come in and copy things, because there's a whole security layer that's kind of built into the system that makes it almost impossible to hack into the data, to change it, to manipulate it, or to copy it. This very kind of revolutionary technology has also been used for a lot of other things as well, but it's still very much in its kind of development stages, and there's still a lot of potential for this industry to grow into the future. So what can you do with this NFT artwork? As this NFT digital artwork now belongs to you, you can either keep it for years to come and enjoy it on digital devices like computers, laptops, mobiles, or you can sell it on the secondary market. A bit like you buy an original artwork and you have the choice then to sell it on a secondary market or in an auction company. It's a bit like that. It's certified, it can't be copied, it has an original unique identifying number. You can pass it down to family members, friends, or you can sell it on like these online platforms like OpenSea that makes it very accessible and easy to do so. So that's like a brief introduction about NFT art, or what it is. Let's get into my top 4 artists. First, I'm going to start with this guy also known as Beeple. His original name is Mike Winkelmann, aka Beeple. I look at his artwork, I realise there is like a relevance to his artwork, the society around us, because they are quite meaningful. They are quite relevant to our current times. Like, for instance, you just look at this picture here and he's got 20 years later. So obviously there's, responding to the times that we live in. If we keep, going about creating this madness, maybe in 20 years time we'll just be living in some kind of rubble city. He is kind of responding to the chaos in the world, I feel, and just the things that are happening, and translating this through his art. And like politicians, he often depicts politicians in his artworks, and like celebrities like Michael Jackson, images from movies, images taken from real life, like a computer, and then it's almost like, when I look at his work, it's almost like he's trying to convey like a story. And it is very digital. I think it's all computer generated kind of imagery. I don't know if he creates like original paintings or drawings. Another artist I like is this guy called Mad Dog Jones. His style is all very much within this kind of style. It's very kind of neon, cyber punky, and again, it's all digital artwork as well. I don't know if he does original paintings or drawings. It all looks very digital rendered. I think what I like about it is that it's very animated. There's a lot of detail usually going on within his artworks. I always find there's some kind of grit or some kind of darkness to his work. I don't know why, but it's just a lot of kind of detail and kind of lighting going on. I think I just like the style of the art. And then another artist I discovered is this guy called Pack. Seems like he's a bit of anonymous. It's like an anonymous artist, kind of like a kind of Banksy. What I like about this work is kind of futuristic forms that are kind of changing. Again, very kind of animated and very kind of simple in colours, just like black and white. Very much about the form and geometric, and there's some kind of sci-fi aspect to it as well, like science fiction, like some kind of like the Death Star out of Star Wars. And again, it's all digital. It's all kind of digital rendered imagery. Most of it seems to be kind of animated, seems to be moving. And then the last person on my list is Trevor Jones. And this is the only kind of painter I could find, because within this NFT space there seem to be mostly artists working within digital media. This is the only artist I could really find who's working with painting, hand drawn or hand painted artworks that he's then turning into NFTs. You got like an example here of like a kind of spin on Picasso's painting. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, well, artwork's just kind of commenting on like the whole innovation and referencing these kind of currencies that have been born on this network, whole kind of innovation kind of surrounding this, and just commenting on this through his artwork. I think he's trying to bridge the gap between painting and digital art through NFT. So, what is the future of NFT art and why is it important? I think for me, this NFT art acts as a kind of collectible that can be identified, it can be authenticated and traded just like an original artwork. I think it can also give people the right of ownership and can also add value and exclusivity. It could also be intertwined with virtual reality. So I think there's a lot of potential for this space. And that's mainly one of the right reasons why I got into this space. I created my first NFT series. I realized you can create something that's really exclusive and you can provide additional value to people. And people have more options then about how they interact with this artwork and what they do with it. They can keep hold of it, or they can, like this one, they can buy it and they could either keep hold of it or they can resell it on the open market. There's a lot of opportunity and potential in this space, I think. At the moment, I think it could be a bit of a fad. So like with my NFT, I've tried to include valuable things like, so if you purchase this one, you get like this GIF moving image of the whole series that you can keep hold or resell. And you also get 6 original paintings that I send to the buyer anywhere in the world. So I think in this space, I think what I realized, you just need to create something of high value and something that's unique and different. But yeah, what are some of my concerns over this space? I think one of the main concerns that I've been looking at is the environmental impact. There's a lot of computers that need electricity for people to make these NFTs, for people to transact. And that is one environmental factor, is the amount of electricity that's being used. But on the other hand, I realized that the whole society that we're living in, the world that we're living in today, relies upon electricity. And without electricity, we can't have the innovations that we see today. We can't have the lifestyles that we have today. Electricity is like the foundation of the society we live in and the innovations that take place. Yes, there are problems, but I think there's also solutions and opportunities, because I think the electricity companies also need to think about how they can offer more renewable electricity, and then how people working within this industry can also use more renewable electricities. You know, you kind of look at what's happening at the moment with like the rise of electric cars and all these other devices. It's getting to the point where not just from this space but from other industries there's going to be more electricity consumption. Even when we have more people being born into the world, there's going to be more electricity consumption. So it's not just this space. I think it's the electricity consumption as a whole. And another problem could be oversaturation, because I think within this space there's a lot of new artists entering, and I've seen a lot of art, and a lot of it is just, I don't like it. It's just it just doesn't have that quality, that meaningfulness to it, and it's not really thought out. And I worry that this space might get oversaturated to the point where it becomes like an Etsy, where you've got so much stuff on there, and then you can't find anything of good quality and anything of good value because there's just so much on there. Another potential problem is these NFTs looking quite similar to each other, and I've noticed that a lot because there is a lot of NFTs that are very kind of digitized and very not based on original paintings, original artworks. They've all been created as these kind of digital renders. Another thing I worry about is that we might see a lot like this entering the space, which I don't have a problem with. In some ways I don't have a problem with, but I would like to see more NFTs that are very different and unique. Another potential problem is that there's a lot of NFTs that don't offer significant value for what people are potentially paying for, and I've seen this quite a few times in some NFTs where they'll say, like, because this person's wearing a hat therefore the price is higher, but then there's a load of other people that are wearing something different, and the price is still substantial. And I just think, well, I think for me, for it to have value, it's got to have that kind of rarity, it's got to have that exclusivity where I can't find it anything else, and it's got to be kind of limited in some way. But that's just my personal take. Who knows? But yeah, I think I've rambled on quite a lot there. But anyway, that is a wrap for this video. I'd be interested to know who is your favourite NFT artist of 2021. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. Maybe you have a different idea. Maybe you have an artist that you really admire. Be interesting to see. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, feel free to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon to get access to exclusive content, and you also get to see these videos before they get published. This is like my Patreon page, and you're more than welcome to check it out and see what's going on. Lots of stuff going on. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.